Everyday life question and answer in English. Number 1. Did you have a pet when you were a child? Yes, I did. My brothers were both animal lovers, so we always had a house full of pets. My first pet was Jelly, then I had my very own black kitten named Pow. Although I played too hard with my pets and made them annoyed, I still got a lot of joy from them. Additionally, I also learned a sense of responsibility from a young age. Number 2. Do you think it's important to be on time? Yeah, I think it definitely is, because it's basic good manners to be on time for things. You know, I think you'd agree it's pretty rude to keep people waiting, and so it kind of gives a bad impression about that person. Number 3. Do you like to watch films? I'm really into watching films because some films are very entertaining and provoking. I sometimes go to cinema with my friends and family to enjoy our leisure time in the weekends. Number 4. What do you study? Well, I'm majoring in accountancy. It's a part-time degree, as I am working too, so it's always a balancing act between work and study, but I can just about manage it. So as you can guess, I deal a lot with numbers and figures day in day out. It can be overwhelming at times, but I think that I have a knack for mathematics and calculations, so it's okay. Number 5. What kind of housing or accommodation do you live in? Currently I live in a flat, slap bang in the center of town. I share a house with other roommates. We share common facilities like the kitchen and living room, but have separate bedrooms. It's a community living arrangement. Living with others is a social experience that I find enjoyable, and it's an excellent way to save money on rent. Number 6. Do you prefer to stay at home in the evenings or do you prefer to go out? If I had to choose between the two, I'll probably spend more time at home with my kid, telling stories to him or playing games with him, whereas hanging out with friends will reduce my quality family time with my son. Number 7. Which part of your home do you like the most? I would have to say the kitchen. It is the happy place in my home as it is the heart of the house where my mom cooks the most delicious meals for us. Sometimes, she allows me to experiment with new dishes, and we share some awesome memories there. Since we don't have a separate dining hall, at the end of the day, all the family members meet in the space adjacent to the kitchen and culminate the day with a hearty meal and laughter. Number 8. What do you do in your free time? I would love to have a crack at extreme sports. It looks like a blast, and I think I will get a real kick out of free falling from enormous heights. And also I'm a film buff, so I watch lots of movies. But apart from that, I also like to go down the gym and work out on the treadmill and do some weights whenever I have time. Number 9. What kind of sports would you like to try in the future? Well, I guess what I'll try in the future is tennis because it can help me build strength and can improve my flexibility and balance. Besides, tennis is a social activity too. It's a sport I can enjoy with friends if I play regularly. Number 10. What's your morning routine? I always get up at 6 a.m., have sandwich and tea for breakfast, brush my teeth, then quickly study on what we learned the day before in class to make sure I'm well prepared. After all of this, I leave for class at 8 a.m. However, on weekends, I tend to hit the snooze button and end up sleeping till 9 and then start my day. Number 11. Should we eat vegetables every day? Yes, we do. We really need to eat vegetables every day because you simply cannot find another food group that is as perfectly matched to our everyday human needs. There are various proteins, fiber and vitamin that cannot be found in other foods such as meat. Number 12. Did you play any sports as a child? Yes, I was younger. We used to play football at school. That was the main sport. It was an incredible experience that taught me the importance of communication, collaboration, and trusting your teammates. Although I also played cricket in the summer, but I wasn't very good at it at all. I never really got the hang of it. Number 13. What do other people in your hometown usually do on weekends? Well, there are so many people in my hometown, it's really hard to say. Probably most people tend to stay at home to enjoy family time. But personally speaking, I guess there are not too many entertainments in my small hometown for people to go to. Number 14. What kinds of music do you like to listen to? To be honest, I used to be really into jazz, but nowadays I tend to listen to more classical music. I find it good for studying and relaxing. I often put some on in the background when I am working. Number 15. Do you like reading books? Yes, I'm really into reading because I believe that reading can be both entertaining and educational. Reading broadens my knowledge by opening up the whole world to me. While I'm reading, I can be visiting another country or a different time period, or traveling through space. I can find out how people solved problems or think up new ideas. Number 16. What's your favorite type of weather? My favorite type of weather is a warm, sunny day with a gentle breeze and a few fluffy clouds in the sky. This kind of weather is perfect for outdoor activities, picnics, or simply relaxing in the park or backyard. Number 17. Do you like to get up early in the morning? Yes, getting up early in the morning is really beneficial for our health because we can enjoy the fresh air in the morning. Besides, we have plenty of time to do some physical exercises like running and jogging. In the morning, I can also prepare a good dinner for the family. Number 18. Which city would you like to visit in future? There are so many, but if I had to choose one, I'd say in Paris, and maybe one or two other neighboring countries. Never been to Europe, but I have seen so many breathtaking photos of Paris. I think that'd be my top choice. Number 19. Do you do housework at home? Yes, I do. Even though I could afford domestic help, I prefer to do it on my own. I live by myself in a small apartment, so it's easy enough. Actually, I find housework to be relaxing. When I feel stressed, I like the mindless activity of scrubbing the shower, floors, and kitchen cabinets. I really hate sweeping though. I always miss too many spots. Number 20. Which do you prefer reading, magazines or newspapers? Well, if I had to choose between the two, I'll probably go with reading magazines in my spare time because they are well printed and always have in-depth reporting on particular events. Whereas, newspapers always report the same news as the internet, so they now seem to be not so indispensable. Number 21. What is a good routine? A good routine provides time to sleep, eat, care for ourselves physically and mentally, be with relevant people, make a living, do things that bring joy and hope, and play. Thus I can balance my physical, spiritual, mental, and earthly well-being every day. I would have to wake up one day to realize I am unhealthy or bankrupt or disappointed. Number 22. Who do you usually like to hang out with? Usually I like to hang out with one of my close friends. Actually, we live in the same community, so we can meet frequently. Also, both of our kids are in the same class in kindergarten, so we like to take them to the park or playground together. Number 23. Why do people always think that they are all right? We all believe that we are right because our opinions and values help us draw ourselves on the larger frame of the world. Without opinions, we would be lost. So we hold on to our beliefs dearly. Number 24. Can you compare the advantages of planes and trains? Well, between the two, traveling by plane is relatively very fast. For example, it just takes 3 hours for me to go to Beijing, but it is quite expensive. On the other hand, traveling by trains is an increasingly cost-effective alternative to planes, particularly if I'm going a relatively short distance. Number 25. What is your night routine at night? I write my daily journal, wash my face, apply moisturizer, and put on some natural sounds or white noise to help me go to sleep. As I suffer from insomnia, I also take melatonin strips every night. I am usually asleep by 1:30 am. Number 26. Do you prefer to write letters by hand or to use a computer? Well, between the two, a letter is printed or handwritten on actual paper and sent through the mail, while an email is typed on a computer, tablet, or smartphone and sent electronically. While emails have become a more popular way of communication for individuals and businesses, traditional letters still have a place in today's modern, tech-oriented society. Number 27. Do you like cooking? Actually, I'd like to think that cooking is my forte. I developed a passion for culinary arts when I first watched the cooking show MasterChef. Since then, I have learned a lot of recipes, and I can easily whip up a good dinner. Number 28. Do you think everyone should learn to swim? Of course, I think it's very important to learn to swim. First, you might spend a lot of holidays by water, for example, when you go to the beach or go to a lake, so you won't be able to enjoy yourself with your friends if you can't swim. Also, for safety reasons, it's very important. You often hear about accidents involving young children, so it's very important. Number 29. On what occasions do people in your country celebrate parties? There are many occasions when people throw parties such as New Year's Eve, wedding engagements, family reunions, birthdays, etc. But sometimes people hold parties just when they meet up and want to have something fun to do. Number 30. Why do you think there are so many advertisements now? I guess it's due to the benefits of the companies. First, advertisements are the easiest way to reach customers to attract their attention to a particular brand or product. From that attractive information, customers will be able to choose an appropriate one. Second, it also plays a crucial role in the marketing strategy that the company applied to attract customers. I hope you enjoy the video. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.